Okay guys, welcome to this part of our class where we will be designing a blog. I'm really glad, I'm really happy for the feedbacks I've gotten from you guys. It makes me so excited. It means that you guys are following up and you're catching up. So I'm really glad, and I appreciate your comments and your feedbacks. Alright, so today we'll be going straight into creating a blog. Let's take a look at a typical blog in Nigeria, the Linda Ikeji's blog. Alright, let's check out the Linda Ikeji's blog. Okay, we are here. Let's open the Linda Ikeji's blog. You can see, guys, see, this is what has made Linda Ikeji a billionaire today. Linda Ikeji started as a blogger and today she's a billionaire. As you can see, we have a blog. You can see the posts. You see everything here. So this is our blog. So some people normally ask me, Prince, what is the difference between a blog and a website? Okay. The difference between a blog and a website is, on the blog you have just posts. You have just posts. Like you can see here on Linda Ikeji's website, you have just posts. But for a website is a collection of web pages. What do I mean? Let's take a look at this website and see how it is. Okay, let's move on to Namecheap.com. You can see that we have different web pages integrated. So this is basically the difference between a website and a blog. So a blog deals with posts only. It has nothing to do with different web pages and all of this stuff. So a blog is where you can just come and upload posts and all of those things. So this is what has made Linda Ikeji a billionaire today. Alright, I told you guys that there is a lot to benefit from as a web designer, for sure. So get your fingers ready, because we are going into the real practical of designing a blog. So I hope you will not want to miss this. And for sure, you might get people asking you, please, help me with the link and all of those things. I told you guys, the reason for you opting in for this training and not going to YouTube to learn is because you will have 24/7 support from me. You have my WhatsApp contacts. You can message me anytime. Say, Prince, please, I have issues designing this blog. Please, can you help me run this whole stuff, and I'll help you. But when you go to YouTube there and you're learning, you have no support. Okay, so that is the main reason you opted for this training. And also, do not skip any second of this video, because every second of this video is very important, and it will help you grow into a professional web designer. Okay, of course, you want to be a professional web designer. A blog, at least a blog. You should be able to design a blog at the end of this class. So you want to be a professional. You want people to contact you for jobs and the rest of them. So we'll be heading straight to our cPanel. What is our cPanel? We said in our previous class that the cPanel is our control panel. Okay, this is where we can put in things, we upload files and do a lot of things. Alright, so but we'll be heading straight to one of the content management software that we'll be using for this training. Remember, I told you guys that we'll be making use of WordPress. Of course, we have a lot of the different content management softwares, but why did we choose WordPress, guys? Let me tell you something. Out of 100% of websites today, we have WordPress powers about 30% of these websites. You can imagine that's really interesting. And WordPress is not just developed by one person. WordPress was developed by should I say some advanced software engineers. Okay, so they came a collection of engineering software developers. They came up with this product. We have WordPress. Of course, you can see we have other content management softwares here, but they are not really popular as a WordPress. So if you are going by that, if you have about 100 websites today, we have about about 10 million Softaculous apps that you can use to build websites, but WordPress alone powers about 30%. So assuming we now have 100 websites today, guys, WordPress on its own powers about 30 of these websites, leaving just about 70 of these websites for the rest of them to cater for. So guys, it is really recommended that we use WordPress for our training. Okay, that is what I told you guys, that we'll be making use of WordPress. And I think I said in the other class, some people normally ask, should I build a website, should I design a website online, or should I design my website offline? Well, my own preference is designing a website online, where you won't have to download different applications and be uploading files and the rest. It is quite easier for a newbie to build or design a website online with WordPress. All right, so let's be heading straight to designing our blog. Okay, remember I told you that we will be designing a blog that will beat this Linda Ikeji's blog. So guys, you can see how basic Linda Ikeji's blog looks. This is really basic. Okay, so we will be taking you through the process of how to design a blog that will actually beat the Linda Ikeji's blog. So first thing we have to do is you come to your cPanel. For you to actually get your blog or your website ready with WordPress, you have to download the Softaculous application known as WordPress. Okay, so you first of all click on WordPress. Once it's open up, you can see we have a place where we are being asked to install our WordPress website. So let us go on with the practical straight. So you can click on install. All right, I want you guys to pay real attention, real and close attention to this particular aspect of what I'm going to show you. You have this domain here. Remember, I bought this domain for the purpose of this training, digiglar.com. You can see the protocol is HTTPS, okay, and the domain is here. We also have something we know as, we've seen here, in directory. What is this in directory? Okay guys, let me explain. Remember, you might want to build a website or a blog. Let's assume the blog that we want to build, but we do not want to build this blog, or we don't want this blog as our primary on our primary domain like digiglar.com. If someone logs on to digiglar.com and he finds our blog, we want this blog as just like in a directory, in a folder, in a file actually. So we will come here and remove this WP, okay, and put blog. So now what it simply means is this: if someone is looking for our blog, the person has to search for digiglar.com/blog. That is how the website will show. Let me open it and show you. digiglar.com/blog. This is how the website will look like, because if you do not want to use your main domain for this purpose, you can actually create it like a wardrobe. Think of a wardrobe or a cupboard. You actually got a whole cupboard, but you have different drawers inside. So this particular drawer, we might decide to build our blog. Another particular drawer, we might decide to build another thing. Take for instance, you have like 3 businesses. You have a land dry business, we also have maybe a marketing agency, and we also have a blog. We will now add these 3 things for our 3 different websites on this particular domain. Do you understand? If you really don't get it, just go back to the video. That is why you have this course in a video format, so you can actually go back and understand. Let me explain again. This is what I mean. Assuming we bought a domain name and we just want to use this domain name for one business purpose. Of course, assuming we are a digital marketing company, and that is the only thing we just want to use this domain name for. We can just avoid this and make it empty. All right, you will not have to fill anything in this in directory. Therefore, it will make your website on your primary domain. Do you get my point? So if you do not really understand, just go back to the video, you get it. So for this blog that we want to build, we will just leave it empty, since I want to build it on this primary domain. Okay, so we will leave it and go down. The site name, we can, since we want to build an entertainment website, we can just put Prince Entertainment blog. All right, so the site description, we can still leave it as Prince Entertainment blogs. We know it's for the practical purpose. Okay, so the admin username, remember this is another login that we are creating. This is not the login to your cPanel, this is the login to your WordPress account. So this is where we will be doing more of the web designing practical. So we have to create a username for our WordPress account. So the password, we can choose to generate, but I'll just choose to add the customized password here, and the admin email. Okay, you can leave it at this, leave it at that. So we move on straight to leave every other thing. You add the email you want WordPress to send the installation details to. Okay, you have to add this to it, and you click on install. Let's see what happens. Right, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. All right, so we've gotten this, we've gotten our WordPress website, sorry, our blog ready. We've gotten it, the WordPress installed. So what we have to do next is move on to our WordPress administrative URL and start fixing up things. Remember, we on the World Wide Web, we cannot just go to digiglar.com and start. Let's open up digiglar.com. Okay, we cannot just come here and start uploading files and every other thing to this place. As you can see, the WordPress has been installed. You can see the difference. It has taken a new look, so this looks great. But we cannot come here and edit the website, because this is the front end. This is what our users see. Okay, we need to have access to a login and admin access where we can actually install or upload files to our WordPress website. So what we have to do here is for you to log on to your administrative URL. The login, the format is your domainname.com/wp-admin. Remember the format I taught you of, the format I gave you for saving your notes. You go to Notepad. All right, you go to Notepad and save the login to your web page whatsoever. So remember, I taught you that you can actually use this format to learn faster. So any notes you get, you just ask the question and reply it to yourself instead of getting bulky notes. So let's open up our Notepad. So remember the question is how to log into our WordPress accounts. Okay, the answer to it is domain.wp-admin. So with this, you can actually log into your WordPress account. So we already have, you've seen it here that we have the administrative URL here, so we can log in straight to our administrative URL and the back end of our WordPress and see how it looks like. It's taking time to load, or we can just move straight to digiclass.com/wp admin. Yes. You can see it has brought us to where we are required to input our username and our password. So remember the password we used and the username. So I'll just input it here, and of course we will now log into our WordPress backend. Let's see how it looks, guys. Okay, guys, so welcome to our WordPress backend. This is where we can actually do everything about our blog. You see, we have the post where we can upload posts, the media, the pages, the comments, appearance, the plugins, the users, the tools, and everything. Don't worry, guys. In our next video, we'll be going straight into building, revamping this our blog into something that will beat the Linda Cages blog. Okay, so guys, you have to get your fingers ready. Make sure you get it up to this point. If you do not get it, go back to this video, replay it, and you will understand. So at this point, I want to say a very big thank you to you guys for following me up to this point. And you can see the website. It looks so stupid. It's not really nice, but for sure we'll be revamping this website, or this blog. Sorry, we'll be revamping this blog into something that will beat the Linda Cages blog. See you guys in the next video.